Okay, is this gonna be, okay, let's bring it down a little bit so you can see us. Okay, so, welcome to Isabella's room. I wanted to do today Isabella's, birth story. So, first of all, okay, I need to get closer, I think. Okay, is that better? Yeah. Okay, so it was February the 8th. That evening, I started having contractions. They were kind of mild, but they were coming every few minutes, and I was using a tracker to make sure they were coming frequently. And I think they were about 5 minutes apart when I called the hospital, and I told them that I was having contractions, and they told me to come in. So my husband and I packed everything up, and we headed to the hospital. I can't remember exactly what time it was, but I know it was pretty late. So they just decided to keep me overnight. They gave me, what was it? Morphine, I think, for my cramps, and they said if you need anything, let me know. And yeah, so anyways, I ended up passing out because morphine kicked my ass, and I slept through the whole night. I don't remember even, I woke up to use the bathroom once, and I felt drunk, and I wasn't feeling contractions or anything at that point. So in the morning I said to my husband, I said, so I'm not having contractions anymore, so I must not be in labor. So we were just laying there, and we were waiting for the nurses to come in, and they weren't coming in, so my husband went and got them, and I said, yeah, so I don't think I'm in labor, so I think I can go, right? And they said, oh yeah, okay, just let us check check the baby's heart rate. So they hooked up the monitor and everything, and I was looking at the screen waiting to see her heartbeat, and when I looked at the screen, there was nothing showing up. So I asked the nurse, I said, why is there no heartbeat? And she said, I don't know, the machine must be finicky. So she said, okay, I want you to turn on your right side. So I turned on my right, there was nothing. She said, okay, turn on your left. So I turned on my left, there was nothing. So she moved the machine around, there was still no heartbeat. And at this point, I was panicking in my mind. I just, at this point, I thought that she was dead. And I said, what's going on? I said, is she okay? Is she breathing? And they said, let me go get the doctor. So at that point, she left to go get the doctor. She came in, and about 3 other nurses followed her. And I pretty much blacked out because I was so upset because I thought I lost her. Oh my God, I didn't think I was gonna get emotional, but I didn't think she was alive, and the doctor said, don't worry, if we need to get her out, we'll get her out in 7 minutes. So anyways, I didn't even notice, but at that point, basically to see if they could get the heartbeat on the inside, they broke my water. They had to get the heartbeat, and once they did that, they did get the heartbeat, and it was pretty low, but then it slowly got better, and it went back to normal. So you're so funny. Yeah, so the heartbeat was normal, and I still to this day don't really know what happened, and I didn't even know that they broke my water. Everything was so fast. They were poking needles in my arms, and I literally couldn't even tell. They could have probably, they could have done anything to me because I was just in shock because I thought I lost my baby. So yeah, so they broke my water and everything, and I was laying there, and I was like, so do you think that I'm gonna go into labor today? Because I thought they were just monitoring her heart rate from the inside. I didn't know my water broke. and they said, you're in labor right now. And I was like, oh, okay, so I should probably call my mom. So I called my mom, and my mom was on her way, and this was probably around 10:30. Yeah, and then, so I started to think, oh my gosh, so I should probably think about like what I'm going to do for pain. And so I asked the nurse, I said, at what point do people usually get the epidural? And she said, well, it's really up to you. Like whenever you think you need it, you can have it. So I said, okay, well, like I'd like to get it soon because my contractions were getting pretty like painful. So I thought that it was going to be the most painful thing ever. And so I said, okay, I want it now. And so she went and got the guy, the anesthesiologist, to do it. And to be honest, so I got the epidural, and the epidural did work at first. And my God, okay, I was white as a ghost. The nurse looked at me after I got the epidural, and she was like, "You're really pale." And I was like, "Yeah, I know." Like I was thinking she was just, I don't know what I was thinking. I was kind of like, I felt a little high at that point. I said, yeah, I am pale, because I don't, anyways. Yeah, so I felt really woozy. I had a cold cloth on my head for a while. And then about 45 minutes after I got the epidural, I started to feel contractions on my left side. So they told me to lay on my left side, thinking that it would run down and help my left side. But it wasn't helping, so she said, okay, turn to your right side. So I turned to my right, and it got worse. So basically, it was just the freezing was coming out. Ouch. The freezing was not working on my left side. So I said, I think I need like more, I think I need more of the epidural. And so she's like, okay, let me go get the anesthesiologist. And by the time he came in, I think I was dilated to like 7 centimeters, and it was like probably 12 o'clock. And he gave me more, and by that time my contractions were like hitting me like super quick. And they said, okay, do you feel like you need to push? And I said, I need to push. So I can't even remember how far I was dilated when I started to push, if I was fully dilated. I don't remember. But anyway, so yeah, I kept pushing, and oh my God, I was crying my eyes out, and I kept saying, I can't do it, I can't do it. And they said, well, you have to. And my mom was on one side, and Dave was on the other side, and they were both really supportive. And I remember thinking in my head, I'm never doing this again. And I don't know, you just black out. Isabella, what's the matter, sweetie? I think she's ready for a nap. But anyways, so yeah, like it all started at like 10:30, and this little one right here, she popped out at about what was it, 106 or 107? They stopped the clock. Yeah, it was 106. Yeah, 106 on February 9th. And she weighed 7 pounds and 13 ounces. She was 20 inches and a half. And yeah, and then we stayed at the hospital for 24 hours. She had no issues. She was a perfectly healthy baby. But yeah, so that is my labor and delivery story with Isabella Rose. And yeah, it all went pretty well. I mean, it was scary in the beginning, but I'm happy she's alive and well, and everything went better than I expected. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Bye, guys. Say bye, Isabella. Wait, stop playing with the curtains. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.